Therefore, our boards make up that sort of split between city and state. And at the seaport, I have 4 mayoral appointees on my board and 3 gubernatorial appointees on the board. And at the airport, Steve Grossman has 3 from the mayor's office and 4 from the governor's office. Now, it's interesting to note that the director of the seaport and the director of the airport both came to Jacksonville from Oakland. Steve Grossman, who is now the CEO at the airport, came about a year ago, and he was the aviation director at the Port of Oakland when I was there as the director of engineering. So I always tell people we are the 2 happiest guys in Jacksonville, and definitely delighted to be here. I got here about 13 years ago, and I got here with the intent of really coming to Jacksonville and learning a little bit about how a port operates, because I've been the director of engineering at the Port of Oakland. And I knew about building facilities for an airport, and for a seaport, and for commercial real estate, and I knew about maintaining those facilities, but I didn't know a lot about marketing, and I didn't know a lot about terminal operations. So my plan was to come to Jacksonville and learn all of that and go back to Oakland where I thought I could become the executive director. Well, I've been here for 13 years, and Oakland has gone through 4 executive directors since then, so I'm glad to be here. And what I found when I got here was a port that had absolutely extraordinary potential. Probably more potential than any port in the country, because there was this sort of unique list of ingredients that we had here. We were just getting ready to start a deepening project to take us down to 41 feet, which would be for Panamax. We could handle anything that came through the Panama Canal. We had an excellent labor situation in Jacksonville, because in Jacksonville, you're a right-to-work state. So at the Port of Jacksonville, you have Teamsters and union stevedores and non-union stevedores all working beside one another, which is incredible. You had a confluence of interstate highways here. You have I-10 and 95 and I-75, so you can reach 1/3 of the country by truck in 24 hours from Jacksonville, which is absolutely incredible. Plus, you've got 3 railroads, Florida East Coast, Norfolk Southern, and CSX. So you had tremendous inland intermodal reach. The facilities at the port were good. One of the things that Jacksport did have that no other port that I know of had is they had 600 acres of a greenfield site at Dames Point. We had just about completed the purchase of all the properties at Dames Point, and that gave us an incredible opportunity for expansion. And if you put all of that together, plus you had a city that wanted you to succeed, you had an administration that wanted you to succeed, we had members in Tallahassee and in Washington that wanted us to succeed and wanted the port to be all it could be. It looked like a perfect combination of ingredients for success. And so what I've seen here in Jacksonville is incredible.